Childcare groups nationwide are calling it Worthy Wage Day today. They were out in full force in Palo Alto promoting a $10 minimum wage and a comprehensive health care plan for all childcare employees by 1995. Palo Alto's task force chairperson Janet Gregg says low wages are indicative of unstable daycare centers.
And in order to get continuity in a program, people need to be making a wage that they themselves can afford to live at. And low wages don't afford that sense of continuity, and people find themselves often having to move on.
And most parents seem to agree.
And if we tell people through wages that they're not worth very much, it doesn't seem that you can, it's very difficult to translate an esteem-building experience to children from providers who are sort of the dregs of our society, supposedly, because we won't pay them as much as we pay lawyers and doctors.
National figures show the highest paid teachers' wages have gone up less than 2.5% since 1988, from $8.19 an hour to $8.85. The highest paid assistants are making only 7 cents an hour more now than in 1988. Even at higher paid facilities like the Stanford Center in Palo Alto, many childcare providers say it's a personal sacrifice doing what they were trained and love to do.
I got another graduate degree so that I could move into another field, knowing that in this field there was no way that I could plan for retirement, save money, I can never buy my own home, those kinds of issues.
I can't afford to pay for childcare on my salary for my own children.
Even though childcare providers say they aren't being compensated adequately, they will be recognized at a dinner party this Friday. Ironically, many of these same people won't be able to attend. The reason? They can't afford the $26 ticket. In Palo Alto, Jill Morales, Channel 5, Eyewitness News. The latest war on local military installations may be the Bay Area's toughest battle yet. The Pentagon released today what Defense Secretary Les Aspin is calling the mother of all base closures. The list includes 10 bases in California. 4 are in the Bay Area. The targeted bases here include Alameda Naval Air Station, Oakland and Treasure Island Naval Supply, and Mare Island. It's estimated that more than 20,000 military and civilian jobs could be lost. Alameda County Supervisor Don Parada says the Bay Area would have a very tough time handling the closures.
It is a linchpin to our economy. These people will become hardcore unemployed almost immediately, and their unemployment benefits will run out all too quickly.
Our community will be affected mentally, and also it will affect us in the long run, because a lot of people who would come just to go to the base won't be here.
It's going to hurt. I mean, it's going to hurt big.
If this place closed down, it'd be a different story. Alameda would be shut down without this place.
For every one job at the Naval Air Station in Alameda held by a civilian, 4.5 jobs were dependent upon it.
And it's these kinds of jobs Parada says the Clinton administration is trying to protect.
These are jobs that have been here for a long time. Women and minorities hold more than half of these jobs. They've been on the job for over 18 years. Their average age is 42. They are dug in. They are the lifeblood of the Bay Area economic community.
The fate of local naval bases now rests in the hands of this man, Senate Armed Services Committee Chairman Ron Dellums. Congressman Dellums is scheduled to meet tomorrow morning with Les Aspin to discuss the base closures. And even though Dellums holds a very powerful position, one lawmaker told us today it may take more luck than influence. He says chances of getting your name off the list once you're on are as likely as winning the lottery. In Alameda, Jill Morales, Channel 5 Eyewitness News. Vice President Al Gore flew into Moffett Field today to get a first-hand look at what he and the president are calling successful government. Clinton will join Gore tomorrow when they tour their chosen model city, Sunnyvale. It's part of the Clinton administration's plan to reinvent government. Councilman Larry Stone says Sunnyvale runs more like a business than a bureaucracy, and it's this kind of government that brought Gore and Clinton here.
We want to take the lessons learned by Sunnyvale and by private corporations that have reinvented themselves and apply them in the federal government, and we can do it. We will do it.
An example of Sunnyvale's proficiency is their public safety department, which combines police and fire services.
It allows us to have a minimal number of people in the firehouse and then provide more people on patrol, and we utilize our patrol people in the event that we have a fire.
One of the main stops for the presidential team will be the federally funded Job Training and Placement Center, NOVA. For the last decade, Nova has helped countless people find jobs, people with outdated skills or entering the job market for the first time. Nova boasts about 76% of its clients find jobs within 3 months. The program is encouraging to the federal government because of all the cuts and layoffs in the defense industry, and because of the abundance of cuts expected in all levels of government. Stone says Sunnyvale and Nova gained recognition from a David Osborne book called Reinventing Government, which lists Sunnyvale as one of the best-run cities in the United States. Gore and Clinton have finished reading the book, but their homework has just begun. The visit to their model city, Sunnyvale, leads them to a new task, a task some critics say may be the most difficult one of all, taking what they've learned from here and applying it to a much larger scale, a national one.
It took us 15 years to implement a true reinventing government system in the city of Sunnyvale. And so you just can't take that and apply it to the federal government short term and expect tremendous results.
Sunnyvale's long-term financial planning and management accountability have brought it fiscal success. But still, many questions remain. How well will this system work on a national level? How many jobs will be lost? Will those people be trained and placed in other positions? And how long will it take to implement such a program? Hopefully, some of these questions will be answered tomorrow after the presidential team visits Nova. In Sunnyvale, Jill Morales, Channel 5 Eyewitness News.